Hi, it's a wild Wednesday, and we're going for a walk. Let's see how this works out. Realtor hat, sunglasses, suntan lotion. I think I'm ready. How about you? I'm going to see if I can walk and talk. Shutting the door. It's a little noisy here because I'm on a traffic street, but we'll make it. We'll do it. I'm going to talk a little bit. One of the things that came up recently is on this beautiful sunny day. By the way, for those of you who are on the East Coast and your 100-degree temperatures, even in Arizona, it's about 75 right now here in Torrance. Humidity is about 73%, and we have 1 mile per hour wind. That will change in a few hours. We'll have like 10 mile per hour winds, and as the temperature goes up, it just feels a touch cooler because we have these, moisture in the air all the time here. Anyway, but this is part of my step challenge. As I mentioned last few weeks, I have a friend who's doing a step challenge. I guess I just was watching that he did about 15,000 steps yesterday because he did his normal walk, and then later he decided to went on a little walk, did a 4-mile walk with some friends. Well, that I already know is going to be at least, it's almost 8,000 steps right there. So, depending on how fast they walk. Anyway, and I did over 10 yesterday, as it turned out. Well, let's see how this comes out. An article came through from one of my title reps, and it basically said, what happens during a listing on Escrow and one of the owners of the house dies? Now, I didn't read the whole article, but I can tell you from experience something that happened many years ago. Now, the good news, so I was listing a property, was in touch with the husband. The wife had just gone into the hospital. I was ready to go to the hospital to have her sign some papers, and while in the hospital she died. Now, I'll say it was very sad. It was sad for him. This was a rental property that they had, so we didn't have to deal with him being in the house during this time. However, one of the good parts about this, I guess you could say, is the property was in a trust. So when the property is in a trust, it's the trust that's actually selling the property. It's the entity that's selling the property. And these are just trustees signing off. We needed to wait, I think it ended up being about 3 weeks for the death certificates to come through before we could actually close escrow, because we needed title to see that there was a proof that one of the owners was no longer there and they couldn't sign. So that is one thing. I know right now a friend's dad just died, and mom has a house on the market, and it looks like, I'm not sure, if mom is not on title, but it was a trust, so it's still the trust that's selling, which probably means, I don't know for sure, that the wife could have been the successor trustee, and therefore she can continue selling. But once again, they need a copy of a death certificate. So that's one of the few things that happens. Now, I'm not sure exactly, but logic tells me that if you're not in a trust and this happens, you need to go through probate. And that could curtail anything that you're dealing with for at least 6 months, if not longer. I have a listing coming up that basically sister died, and she had a living will, And the living will says the heirs can take care of doing anything with property, but it's not about selling property. It would be about paying bills, taking care of utilities, HOA if necessary, keeping the upkeep of the house, but it wouldn't be about selling. So you'd have to go through probate, which is where we're at right now. Started our conversation in March. They went through probate court. We're going to get the listing in August, mid-August. It'll become a live listing. And so that would curtail the sale if you did not have a trust and needed to sell in the midst of selling the property, because you'd have to go through probate. So, walking and talking, this is an interesting experience. And I have a throat lozenge going on as well. Anyway, it's a beautiful sunny day. I hope that helps. I hope that gives you some information. If there's anything else that you're looking for. Hi, Sandra. Oh my gosh. Hi, Maria. Oh, hi, Jeff. Just stopped to see everybody's watching. I'm so excited. You get to see my hat? That's my realtor hat. And temperature's 84 in Freehold, New Jersey. Well, that's not too bad. Actually, that seems pretty nice. It's pool weather, right, Sandra? Pool weather. Anyway, the only other thing, if you live in the city of Torrance, you know we have an airport, and there's a big brouhaha going on right now because the people who live closer to the airport, or we'll call closer to the flight path, are complaining about the noise. It's a combination of stuff. We have warning, probably because one of the flight schools over the past few years has definitely increased student population, and because the student population increase, there's more what they call touch and goes, where they take off and land and take off and land, and that seems to provide a lot of noise. I know for me, I live a little further from the airport, but I love, I guess because of my son, I love the sound of an airplane. So none of this really bothers me. But for those who live close by, it seems to be a nuisance. So we'll see how this all works out. And how their city council is trying to curtail some of this to make nice neighbors. So we'll see. Anyway, I want to wish you a wonderful Wednesday. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Take advantage of it. Think good thoughts. Have a good day. Keep healthy. Get out and walk. Get out and walk. If it's 84 degrees, you could be outside walking. If it's 100 degrees, go to the mall. So, have another wild Wednesday. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.